Okay, what's going on with like? Okay, what's happening here? Apparently, we got a few things to talk about. Apparently, so we have Gianni Somali, right? We got the job. Apparently, we got some Jeffrey Epstein news. Apparently, we got some. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never heard of Jeffrey Epstein ever. All I know is that he owns some island. He did some crazy shit, and then that's kind of like pretty much it. So, I know pretty little about Jeffrey Epstein. Since I never really watched the news, that's the only reason why. I don't really watch the news. That's why. So I like never really knew. Well, I never really did my own research on it. So there's that. We got that one, and apparently we got some voice acting shenanigans. I don't know what's going on there. Apparently, and apparently we still got more LA ice raid shenanigans. I have no idea what's happening now. I've been out of the loop for a while, so but I kind of want to see the Genshin VA thing. Well, let's see. Genshin voice actor just exposed how the VA clique is trying to ruin his career. Has Trump released the files? We'll take a look at it. So, but apparently, this involves with a Genshin voice actor. Apparently, they're trying to ruin Kenichi's VA like role and everything. They're trying to ruin his career, basically.
Welcome back, guys. Hope your week has been off to a wonderful start.
Be safe, hon.
And today we return to some of the VA stuff because there's been a very concerning update. As I've had a lot of people tagging me to this tweet from Jacob Takanashi, the man himself. And thank you all for the tags. Check this out, though. He says, just a heads up. It seems somebody is attempting to spoof my email address using MK to send nasty messages to other people in the industry, trying to make it appear as if it's coming from my actual email.
What the fuck?
Google's authentication caught this one. DM me if you got one. Included is this screenshot that reads, "This is the mail system at hostmk.cz. I'm sorry to have to inform you that your message could not be delivered to one or more recipients. It's attached below. For further assistance, please send mail to postmaster. If you do so, please include this problem report. You can delete your own text from the attached
He released the file. Has
message.
been reading them last for
Then
bits.
we've got some emails redacted. And the list goes on saying things like your email's been blocked because the sender is unauthenticated. Gmail requires all senders to authenticate with either SPF or DKIM. Similar messages below. Goes on and on and on. Another redacted email. And then we can see responses that people are making, saying things like,
that's crazy that someone is trying to spoof his email and then trying. Wow, that's a little bit. I'm wondering who it is. I feel like I know who it is, but we'll find out. I'm curious if they actually say it, who it actually like generally is.
Like, I'm so deeply sorry this happened to you, Jacob. You don't deserve this hatred from whether it's former VAs, like, well, the ones who got fired, and Sean Laraway. That dude is so unbelievable, man.
Sean Laraway is something, to be honest.
I still can't believe that guy. I mean, a lot of these VAs that would apply to, I can't believe a lot of them. I guess Sean Laraway is just like someone we talked about fairly recently compared to ones like Kiba Walker, who hasn't been brought up in like a month or so. Yeah, it's all kinds of craziness. If you're not like familiar with what I'm talking about, the other day, or like last week or something, we were talking about how Sean Laraway, there was an account called Sean Laraway on Wikipedia that was like trying to make false edits to the wiki to like make Kaylee Mills look good and like make the union look good. Got called out by like a Wikipedia moderator and stuff. We got some other comments here. I'm sorry this happened to you, Jacob. You deserve better than that.
Buddy.
But anyways, keep being you. You're doing a good job because you're the GOAT. Man just can't catch a break. Sorry to hear about this, man. Can't catch a break. And then some people tagging me and Paper Bag Boy, Yellow Flash, Cypherus, shouts out. People don't want to let this go. Hope this harassment gets addressed. We'll read one more here. Don't let them bother you. I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but just keep being you. You're doing great. Some people speculating that it's Kaylee. I don't know. Is it supposed to be Kaylee Mills or someone else?
No way. That'd be crazy if it is.
Let's talk about this one really quick. People just don't want to let this go. Hope this harassment gets addressed. Addressed by who? Like, it's not going to get addressed. And the only time, like, the only time it would get addressed is when the VAs are, like, downplaying what's going on and we're advocating for the harassment. For example, do you guys remember this one where Tay had said, "Can we collectively please stop harassing this man?" The amount of unprofessionalism from VAs under this post is just chilling.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude. This is
You
too much.
twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Oh, dick twist!
No way. Please stop using the word bullying and harassment so freely. It is very obvious you don't fully understand why we are upset. It's called scabbing. End of story. It is bad regardless. If this were a different situation outside of a strike, which does affect everyone, it'd be different. What are you talking about? This only affects like the US. This whole entire strike thing is like a US thing. It's not literally outside the US. This doesn't affect anything outside the US whatsoever. And even then, you're trying to do this weird like I understand you're trying to protect yourself from AI. That's cool and everything. That's fine, you know? But like it goes far more deeper than just protecting against AI.
Someone you don't even know when you can let John and Jacob work this out on their own.
I have no idea what the fuck is scabbing is either. Don't tell me what scabbing is because I don't know what it is. Dude, I already know how corrupt the FBI and the government officials have been. You think we're stupid from the void or so? Like, come on, man. It's pretty obvious, you know.
Twitter warrior culture is disgusting. To which VA Kibawalker responded saying, "Please stop using the words bullying and harassment so freely.
Yeah, I know it's never been about AI
it is
protection,
very obvious.
but if
you
it
don't
was,
fully
I have
understand
no
why
issues
we are upset.
for
It's
AI
called
protection.
scabbing. End of story. It is bad. Regardless, if this were a different situation outside of a strike, which does affect everyone, it would be different. You gotta love how these VAs try to use the word scab as if it's like a label they can put on someone that then gives them the A-OK to harass that person, to try and ruin their business prospects, to try and like ruin their career, and or like maybe even break the law.
As in like you can't use their voices in AI training without their permission.
Their actions. But hey, we called them a scab, so it's okay. We're in the right. And everyone should also support us too.
Is evil.
What a joke.
We'll talk about it when we talk about it.
But yeah, this seems to be the latest attempt by the Union VA Clique or whatever you want to call it.
Chat.
Hey, we failed in the eyes of the public. Everyone called us out for what we really are. Our agenda failed. Our manipulation failed. What can we do now? Let's just try to pretend we're Jacob and email other people in the industry with like really bad things, maybe inappropriate messages, whatever the heck they're sending. Is there any word for beyond desperate? Because that's the word I'd use for this right now. Like beyond desperate. But it's not even just like beyond desperate though. It's also just beyond being a scumbag. Like, I don't know what words would
I'm telling you, chat, just make me the president of the VA industry. And I promise you guys, like all like the English VAs would be like so much better. So, by the way, scabbing is working while others are on strike. Is that what that is? I thought you guys were talking about like a scab or so on your skin or something when you hurt yourself.
There, dude. But you guys get the point. Like this group of people will find anything to do except just being like a reasonable VA who's not a terrible person. Oh yeah, let's do anything except that. Let's falsely
I would just take over the whole English VA industry and actually make English VAs good, you know?
Wikipedia articles. Let's pretend we're Jacob and send a bunch of crazy emails. Let's try and get subreddits banned because they called us out.
I also thought that
let's try and justify harassing people. Oh, let's also call people like Hirohei and anyone on YouTube who makes videos about this.
Like
we gotta call them all Nazis.
And
don't forget, anyone who watches those videos, well, you're all Nazis
too. I
too.
feel like they're using words or so that means like something else.
Bro, you really just couldn't voice the character? Like, oh, okay. And now here's something funny. I want to talk about this before, but I didn't get a chance, so I'll do it now. So Sher Kirby had said, "Oh, stay obsessed with me, I guess." And this person responded with this video that we're going to watch that seems hilarious. It's 2 minutes long. But the context, once again, was Sher Kirby said, "Stay obsessed with me, I guess." And I believe the context to that was there was like the recasting stuff going on at that point in time, like announcements about recasts, if I recall. It was like Kaylee Mills and Karina, so Kaching and Paimon. And then some people were like, "Hey, I wonder if Sher Kirby got recast. Didn't she say she was like stepping down or whatever that was about?" It was like a fleeting thought people had, right? But to Sher Kirby, that means people are obsessed with her. That's a weird line of thought. But anyways, so this person then says, "It's disgusting the amount of hate you're all getting. They're even cloning you now, Shara. Tectone, Paper Bag Boy, Hirohei, and all their minions have a lot to answer. Have a lot to answer for this culture of hate. Please keep fighting and resisting."
Right.
I'm like, you can see I'm like broken. Bro, you guys aren't resisting anything. You're literally the ones like with the power of the whole union going after one individual being Jacob.
True, Paimon was still actually
literally
working while the whole
group of
strike is
people
happening. So
with
doesn't
the
she
backing
consider to
of
be a
one of the most powerful
scab
unions
too,
on the
as
planet
well?
going after one dude. But hey, we need to resist. Like, bro's LARPing out here like he's some sort of revolutionary. Classic blue sky user moment right here. And then like culture of hate, that's rich. Coming from these people, like what a friggin' joke. But let's watch this video. Here we go, 2 minutes. And this seems to be a video where people use like, oh, I freaking didn't have it pulled up right. I'll fix it in a second. But this seems to be a video where people use AI voices, I think, to like replicate some of the Genshin characters, memeing around about this whole situation that's been going on. So yeah, that's probably a really bad description, but you'll see in a second. Oh, let's also
I feel like it's just an American thing or so that they just come up with like words or so that like I don't even like I personally don't even understand, right? There's some shit that I don't understand specifically. It's just like I feel like you're just making this shit up, you know? Like that's what it feels like, you know? Because I have never learned any of this in the past 20 years, you know? That's the crazy thing about it.
Not forget the context that this was posted, which is this user apparently is mad at this video. Oh, they're cloning you, Shara. People like tech.
It's why I love the Australian language. You just get called a cunt for everything. Don't worry, I can still read it.
Tone and Paper Bag Boy and them and their minions have a lot to answer to because of stuff like this and the culture of hate and all that. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now let's play the video.
Hey, what's wrong?
$3,000 just to join SAG? I can't afford that. I can barely afford my rent. Who's this? Oh shit. It's Keeking and Candace. Fucking great. Just what I need right now.
I think you better pick that up.
Okay. Hey ladies, what's up?
Hey traveler, where are you going? Catherine at the guild just called us
Oh my
and
gosh,
said
dude.
you didn't pay your union dues.
Oh, dude, that's great. I fucking love this, to be honest.
Yeah, you said you were going to pay today, Traveler. What's the problem?
Look, it's a lot of money and things are kind of tight right now. I'm barely holding on as it is. I just didn't know it was gonna be that expensive.
I see. Well, another way to look at it is that maybe you can't afford not to join the union.
Yeah, the cost of not joining the union is even greater if you think about it.
Huh? How do you figure that?
What
Oh,
I
gosh.
mean is, you should think of it more like an investment in your career.
Yeah, it's like an investment.
If you join SAG, you're protected. It's a dangerous world out there. What with
It's like literal mafia rhetoric. Like going up to some shop owner on the
Bruh.
corner. Like, hey, you should consider paying us. We'll protect you. Of course, the implications, like if you don't pay them, they're just going to freaking like assault you or whatever. It's like ruin your life, ruin your career. This is particularly funny though. This video is particularly funny rather.
This is crazy to kind of like basically, it's like the right interpretation of basically what this group is. It's just a mafia group, you know? Extortion 101, pretty much.
Because Candace
Hey, Natsuko.
is Sher Kirby supposed to be voicing Candace, but if I recall, she stepped down. We just don't have official confirmation for that yet. But she said like multiple times, I think, that she was like done in F Genshin and all that.
Sure, let me voice Candace. I got you, homie. I'll voice it.
Ah. And then of course, as we know, Kaylee Mills
I don't think
was
so. It
playing
doesn't fit
Jing,
me
got
for me
replaced,
personally.
and Karina was playing Paimon and got replaced. So this video actually aged so well.
thieves looking to take your job and undercut you, and companies trying to exploit us? It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, traveler. We need
Bro,
to
let me
stick
VA.
together.
I'd fuck it all
Yeah,
up.
it's the best way to protect ourselves in the long run.
I agree, Traveler. Joining the union is a great idea. It's well worth the
Oh,
investment.
jeez.
Wait, didn't you say
Those slimes on screen right now have more of a backbone than that group of VAs does.
you were forced into the union?
Well, Paimon might have been strong-armed into the union out of fear of being blacklisted. But Paimon knows now that the union is amazing.
You're lucky, kiddo. You
Oh
have
my
us
gosh.
to help you while you're new. Paimon wasn't so lucky.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, dude.
Paimon had to learn the hard way.
I sure did. If only Paimon had understood before. Paimon made some mistakes, Now she doesn't walk so good.
Freaking like broke her legs.
What the
I mean,
fuck?
Paimon just floats anyways, I guess. But yeah.
But Paimon regrets not joining the Union at first.
Right?
Doesn't she?
Yeah, right, Paimon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh my gosh. Bro, that video is like, it's just funny. I can't believe that actually, I can believe it. But you know, I was gonna say I can't believe that Blue Sky user is like seething about this video, saying that we have like a culture of hate. And it's just like silly jokes like about
It's
the
funny
Union.
because it's literally their words. They're the one who said this stuff, you know. It's not like we're making this shit up. They're the ones who said it.
Meanwhile, those people are like actually advocating for like harassment and violence, and that doesn't get referred to as a culture of hate or anything. Like, oh no, but how dare people make silly meme videos?
You can't say that, especially if you're trying to spoof the fucking VA's like email to try to get his career ruined. Basically, it's just like, what the fuck? You can't say you're like they're doing harm. Like, they're not even doing harm against like Hirohei and fucking Rev says Desu and all the other commentator like VTubers. You can't say they're throwing hate at them. They're like literally criticizing of their actions of what they're doing. And it just makes no sense.
Definitely going too far.
Jeez.
But like treating actual people terribly, oh, that's fine. We just call them a scab and it's justified. Let's also just like spoof emails and pretend to be Jacob and send a bunch of terrible emails to people in the industry to try and make Jacob look bad, you know. That's fine. Anyways, I just thought you guys might find that silly video funny. I thought it was pretty funny. And also, if anyone knows who actually made that video, please let me know and I will credit them in the description, because once again, I found that randomly on a Blue Sky post where someone was seething about it. I don't know who like actually made that and where it was posted. So yeah, I'm assuming maybe it's on YouTube. And I did
Blue Sky is dying, okay? We all know this for a fact that the Blue Sky website is completely dying. Nobody's joining in anything like that. That shit's a dead website. It's only a website for those people who like, you know, don't want to be, you know, how they can't post on Twitter or so because they're going to be corrected by the community note. That's why they went to, you know, Blue Sky. If I remember correctly, SAG-AFTRA's goal was to monopolize the VA work for union VAs. Yeah, pretty much that's basically the whole goal of them. And I don't approve of that whatsoever. SAG sounds like a mafia. Yeah, they are a mafia group, to be honest. I don't approve them, you know, because thank God I didn't continue doing VA, or else I would have been caught in the crossfire with all of that shit. Thank goodness. But I wouldn't mind coming back into VA again, but not being affiliated with the SAG-AFTRA stuff, because I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. What the hell? Like, I can read contracts, and even then I can just probably hire a lawyer who would read the contract for me anyways, you know, before even signing anything. So I don't know. It's been a while since I've done VA stuff. I want to get back into VA. It's so fun. So many people have come back to Twitter. Yeah, it's not surprising because, you know, Twitter is just like constantly like, you know, it's more better. They try to leave, but they always come right back. But yeah, anyways, I think I just kind of want to take a look at it. Apparently someone is trying to ruin the poor dude's fucking career, which I don't really approve. Whoever the fuck is doing it, you know? Not a cool thing to, you know, coming after this guy's career. I feel sorry for the guy because he's just trying to get, you know, he's just trying to do his job, you know? And then you got some asshole on the internet, you know, trying to basically spoof his shit. You gotta join a SAG or get sagged. Maybe you get sagged. Yeah, anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. I feel like this will never end. Like, honestly, like, this whole voice acting stuff, the whole voice acting aftermath or so, the SAG-AFTRA signing the, you know, signing with the companies and everything like that. Because they got some success, quotation marks, some success, right? But I feel like this will never end because you're going to have those VA people that are just terrible. Like, for example, Sean Laraway is one, you know? That's a terrible... Well, even then, I wouldn't consider him as a VA. He just did mostly like voiceovers for like, you know, for like commercials. That's about it. So I wouldn't say he's a VA. He's more like a voiceover person. That's about it, which is different compared to a VA person, you know, but oh well, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, you have some terrible VAs in the industry, unfortunately. I feel sorry for the English side because you guys have some pretty shitty people who have like very bad egos and like just no they're just not self-aware of their own actions, you know? We'll never stop until every anime studio and gacha game joins the SAG family. Your mom's gonna join the SAG family. Anyways, that's the end of the video. And, peace.